Okay, good afternoon everyone and welcome to another virtual training session with Tikit. Today we have Iris Armstrong, another one of our lovely trainers presenting, and I will just add that today is a little bit different. It is a pre-recorded session, so there won't be any Q&A, but if you do have any questions, please feel free to email hello@tikit.com and one of our lovely team will get back to you. Over to you, Iris.
Thank you, Megan. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Iris Armstrong. I am a project consultant at Tikit Limited. And together with some of our Tikit consultants, we put together this virtual session on embracing change. Now, before I start, this virtual session is based on our consultancy experience and what tips we have, which may help you manage changes your work life. Please note that we are not psychologists, so this session is focusing on what we can do as individuals to make the experience of change a little easier from a practical stance. So in this session today, we're going to look at what is change and understanding change and why are we changing. We're going to give you 5 tips on how to embrace a change, be flexible, manage your stress, upskill, having the right tools, and communication. So let's begin with change. And what is change and what does it actually mean? It means to make or become different, or an act or process through which something becomes different. In other words, the old ways of working, what we are used to, has transformed almost overnight to a new, different way. This is the change many, if not all of us, are experiencing right now. We are having to do things differently, especially when it comes to how we manage work outside of our office environment. We need to adapt and transform to embrace the new and be able to get the best out of our situation. Now, understanding change. In some scenarios, you may have warning and an explanation as to why change is coming, and so you can try and prepare for it. And in other scenarios, there may be no warning at all, and the change comes as a shock. To put this in perspective, upgrading software and having a huge team, project planning, training in place is a managed change where everyone is informed and understands why the change is happening. On the other hand, COVID-19 didn't come with much, if any, warning, and we were told now we have to work from home for the unforeseeable future. We didn't have much time to prepare, and there is lots of confusion and uncertainty. As consultants, we often travel to various sites and have to work in different environments, so change is something we expect and have to manage effectively. So we have come up with 5 top tips based on our experiences on how to embrace the current changes that we're facing. Our first tip is flexibility. So many of us call the 9-to-5 office setting normal, now find ourselves at home with our families, juggling to work and childcare, trying to find focus amidst noise and distraction. So flexibility is key during this time. You may find it easier to start working earlier or later, or to break up the day into chunks, as it may be difficult to sit at a desk for a long period of time. So discuss changing working hours where possible. Try organizing meetings in the morning and focus on admin tasks or documents in the evening. The ability to be flexible reduces the stress of trying to hit unrealistic deadlines. So think about your typical day working from home and how you could manage the work-home life balance, or should I say the work from home and home life balance. In fact, we may find that the current situation will actually redefine the way we work in years to come. Now, next up is managing stress. So some of the most common stress-causing factors in the office are applications or softwares not working properly, not having the best hardware, or losing work due to crashing, etc., as well as never having enough time to tackle your workload. So having to deal with these issues when working from home may seem even more stressful than in the office. So what can I do? It's important to organize effectively. So planning ahead and making to-do lists will help you prioritize your tasks. And make sure you connect with colleagues. This will not just help you to collaborate as if you were in the office, but you can also reach out if you need help, be that technical or with your workload. Boundaries are equally important. Try to keep your set working hours, even if you're working flexibly. It's all too tempting to work a little later as you don't have a train to catch, but the importance of being able to unplug is more important now than ever. And of course, take regular breaks to help you better focus when you are working. Studies have shown that taking a 10-minute break after every 50 minutes of work improves focus and concentration and helps you tackle your workload more efficiently than working for hours with no break. But of course, don't forget to look after yourself. It's important to stay healthy at these times and boost your immune system and well-being. So make sure you drink plenty of water and try to maintain a healthy diet. And exercise. It is proven that even mild regular exercise can improve your mood and boost your energy levels. Make sure that you have good night's sleep to recharge yourself and to tackle the new day refreshed and ready. But don't forget to set time aside to do something that you love and enjoy, because it will improve your mental health and reduce your chances of depression. Our third tip is to upskill. So keeping your skills current and up to date is an essential part of your personal growth. Technology changes at a fast pace, and so taking regular courses, watching tutorials, and reading are all things necessary to keep our skills up to date. So if you're working for an organization, they may have some online training assets or a training team. During the isolation period, whilst working from home, this is a perfect time to take some of these courses or to contact your training team to see what's available. LinkedIn and many other learning sites have lots of courses which you can enroll in and take online. YouTube has some great tutorial videos. Just type in the topic tutorial on Teams or advanced Word training or anything that could help you with the applications that you use or to get ideas on improving the processes that you work with. Tikit also have a YouTube account where we have lots of tutorials available. If you prefer more traditional learning, you can easily order books online and start learning that new skill you always wanted to, but never had the time to do. Do remember that upskilling is not only beneficial to your organization, but an important and essential part of your personal growth. Our fourth tip is having the right tools or applications Having the correct tools and applications to do your job effectively is vital. If you find that you are sending lots of emails and communication, or you have to complete many complex processes to do your work, now is a good time to research. Are there tools or programs, applications online, or maybe templates that could assist with those type of tasks? So reviewing how we do things on a regular basis can prove very helpful. It means that we are moving with the times, not staying within our comfort zones. During my time as a consultant, I have seen many processes which have been improved either through a new application or a new process design and has increased productivity and utilization. So make sure you're always on the last version of your work software or stay informed on what new products are available on the market to improve your remote working. And finally, communication. So whilst we work from home, communication through email, phone, messaging, etc. has increased dramatically. Microsoft announced on LinkedIn recently that they now have 32 million users on the Teams application. Communicating effectively is just as important while we're working from home as it was when in the office. And there are many great video conferencing software available to help us conduct business virtually. During the isolation period, we find ourselves having to work in challenging environments. So many of us have children or partners at home, background noise is louder than usual, and distractions may increase our stress levels. So it is important to create an environment where you are able to focus on work and ensure that your family understands these boundaries. Do make sure that you check in with your team, encourage your meetings to be visual, And don't forget those outside of your immediate circle. The bubbly lady from HR that you normally chat to by the coffee machine, or the funny guy from project support who used to come by your desk at lunchtime for a joke. Reach out to them and stay connected. And last but not least, we may be on lockdown, but this should not stop us from organizing a virtual team party. So book some time in with your team at the end of the day on a Friday. Grab a cup of coffee or tea, or maybe even a glass of wine, and have a social chat and a laugh. It will not just boost your team morale, but it will help us break up the monotony of being stuck at home during lockdown. That is the end of this virtual session. I do hope that you found this session helpful. As before, a copy of this virtual session will be emailed to all of the attendees, and it will also be available on our website and our YouTube channels together with our previous webinars. A big thank you to Danielle John Charles, our lead consultant, and to Megan Grono and Denise Pryor for organizing this virtual session today. If you do have any training needs or would like to see more of these virtual sessions, please do contact the Tikit marketing team at hello@tikit.com. Thank you very much and stay safe.